This is a clip that basically tells you little to nothing. John Barrasso is the head of the Republican National Committee, and he's going to be asked several questions regarding Donald Trump's position on various topics versus the Republican Party's position on several topics. And he is not going to answer a single one of them. He's going to defer to the committees that are going to put together the platform. Now, the reason I'm generating this is because Donald Trump is at polar opposites from the traditional positions of the Republican Party. And John Barrasso is going to dance around that. And in particular, the very first issue that's going to be brought up is the ban on Muslims, where John Barrasso was standing next to Mitch McConnell, who indicated that the particular position that Trump was taking was basically un-American. And now watch what Barrasso changes his position to.
That was Donald Trump back in December, offering what would become one of his core campaign proposals and one of several ideas that put him at odds with long-standing Republican Party policy. How does the party now square its core beliefs with Trump's campaign promises? Joining us now, the man who will be responsible for reconciling those differences, Senator John Barrasso, the chairman of the Republican Platform Committee at the convention this July. Senator Barrasso, thank you for joining us. I want to begin right with that, what we heard on the Muslim ban. This was something that Donald Trump talked about over and over again, and yet I recall you standing there with Senator Mitch McConnell when he called that proposal something completely and totally inconsistent with American values. Well, Trump has won. Where does the party now stand on that Muslim ban?
You know, the platform is about the core values of our party. It's who we are, it's what we stand for. And I met with Donald Trump about it, and he understands that the platform is very important to the Republican Party. It's going to be a conservative platform. It's going to be positive, optimistic, looking to the future, focused on things like jobs, the economy, and national security. And what he was focused on with that ban is national security.
Notice he's doing what most politicians do when they don't want to answer a question. He danced around it, and then he's going to try to shift the focus away from the actual question.
The platform is going to be focusing on growing the economy. We have too many Americans who are suffering stagnant wages, and this 1% to 2% economic growth that we have here cannot be the new normal for America. So the platform is going to be something that all Republicans can be proud of, and national security is going to be a big part of it.
But I asked you very directly, where does the Republican Party now stand on the idea of imposing a temporary ban on Muslims coming into this country? Donald Trump won. 60% of Republican voters in exit polls agreed with him on that proposal. You called it un-American. Where does it stand now?
Well, the Platform Committee will meet in Cleveland in July for a full week before the convention. It's 112 members of the Platform Committee, and we've asked Donald Trump to allow the process to play out. He has agreed to do that, and I've asked him personally to embrace the platform, and I believe he will. National security will be a big part of it.
All right, maybe it was just me, but I didn't hear an answer to the question and all of that hype.
Okay, getting to the economy, another core issue here is the question of reforming Social Security and Medicare. That was a big part of the Republican platform 4 years ago. You have called Social Security and Medicare out of control entitlement programs. But look at what Donald Trump said about Republican proposals to reform Social Security and Medicare.
They want to cut your Social Security. I'm not cutting your Social Security. I'm the only one. They want to cut the hell out of your Social Security.
So where does the Republican Party now stand on Social Security and Medicare reform?
Yeah. We want to protect and reform Social Security and Medicare so it is there for future generations. There are 10,000 baby boomers turning 65 today. So we need to deal with that in a way, and the way to grow the economy is to have actually more people working. I mean, that's what you do. You get more taxpayers out there, more people working, more people contributing to the system. And these systems have served the American people very well over the years. People like them. They need to continue and be reformed and strengthened so they're there for future generations. And I believe that will be part of the Republican platform coming out of the convention.
All right. Just for informational purposes, when Republicans say reform, they mean cut. So just replace the word reform with the word cut, and that's exactly where they want to go. And this particular one is definitely at odds with what Trump is saying. So that platform is going to be very interesting.
Okay, I want to move. Got several more of these, but we're running out of time. Immigration, of course, Donald Trump also talked about deporting the 11 million undocumented immigrants in this country. Where does the Republican Party stand on that issue right now?
Well, I believe that immigration will be an important part of the platform. The delegates will decide at the convention exactly how to deal with this. We talk about border security and whether that's a physical wall on top of an electronic wall on top of E-Verify
But
to
I'm
protect
deporting the
people in the
undocumented.
workplace.
But
We know that 40%.
I'm talking about deporting those that are here
Yeah,
illegally.
the platform committee is going to meet on talking about all of these things, and there's going to be agreements with Donald Trump. There's going to be disagreements. The platform is the core values of the Republican Party, and it will be reflected, I believe, in what we're able to craft together. And yeah, we're going to have to work our way through the maze of the platform discussions. But the Democrats, they're looking at having to work their way through a minefield, which could be explosive. We are much more united as a party than the Democrats are. They're deeply divided, and I believe we're going to come out of Cleveland united so we can win in November and get the country headed in the right direction. 2 out of 3 Americans believe the country is heading in the wrong direction. It's critical that we win in November. We cannot afford as a country another 4 years under Hillary Clinton like the last 8 years under Barack Obama. We cannot afford a third Obama term.
Okay, he spoke for a minute. He didn't answer the question, and he does what most politicians do. He, in turn, deflected and jumped over to basically bashing the Democratic Party instead of answering the question, which was, where does the Republican Party stand on deporting 11 million illegal aliens?
All right, well, Senator Barrasso, you're going to have your hands full in Cleveland. We look forward to watching it every step of the way. Thank you for joining us, and happy Memorial Day weekend.
All right, so much for the head of the RNC as far as providing any information on actually what's going on. So we're going to have to wait till July to see what finally comes out of here. My thinking is Trump is basically going to bully these guys into supporting at least some of his positions. Now, I think they're going to probably draw the line on deporting 11 million people because that's going to be uber expensive, and they know it. You know that is going to run into the trillions of dollars trying to deport 11 million people. That Muslim ban, that's going to be one of the key things as far as the Democrats versus Republicans, or Trump versus Clinton. And that is going to matter. So, well, we'll see. But again, another politician that burned a lot of airtime, but really didn't say much.